what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Right now it's September 2021 and the air is getting a little bit colder. Right now it's mid to high teens, sunny skies, yeah, but the weather is definitely turning colder. And lately we've been having some unstable weather. Very heavy thunderstorms a couple of nights ago, a little bit of rain the night before, and so it's really making the rivers muddy. It's hard to do salmon fishing when the rivers are this muddy, so I'm going to continue to explore lakes that I found on Google Maps. I found this lake on Google Maps early in the year, and access to it is not that easy. Of course, there are some places that residents can launch their boats, but to the public it's really not that simple. But I think I found an entryway when I checked the Google Street View, and this is what it looks like. So the strategy, much like before on my previous video where I went to a roadside access to a river, and then I ended up catching some carp. Much like that time, I don't have much of a plan. Okay, I'm just gonna see what the water conditions are, how deep it is, and then decide on my strategy of fishing accordingly. I mean, if it's shallow and muddy, we could be finding carp and catfish. If it's deep with a lot of weeds, you know, then the arsenal increases and there are different types of fish that I can target. If you like what you see on my channel, please remember to leave a thumbs up. Subscribe please if you want to see more content, and hit that notification button. Out my kayak, but check this out. You can barely see it from even the side road. This lake is not visible on the main road, and the side road that's around the lake, it's all wooded, and beyond there is a lake. I'm all loaded up. I'm gonna get in the kayak and start exploring. I'm gonna jump, see if you can see, and explore that. This is what the place looks like. It's gorgeous, man. It's gorgeous. The lake, middle of nowhere. Found it on Google Maps. Just gotta see if there's fish. About 2 feet of water, they say. Three feet. Fairly shallow, a lot of weeds, so already a very different look to the last place I explored. That looks like there's a river there. about 4 or 5 feet of water here. Lots of weeds. And start casting. See what we can come up with. Looks like bass, pike territory, but the water temp's a bit low right now. 63. Gotta hit. Gotta hit. First fish of the day. Off the, ooh. Oh! Largy. My man. Same lure as before. This is the, Rapala slow sinking bait. So working the weed edge really does help. Nice fish. Let's get it unhooked. One more look at this beautiful fish. It's been feeding. Look at the belly. Beautiful fish. Gonna let it go now. There it goes. First fish of the day, largemouth bass. Again on that Rapala slow sinking Shadow Rap 11. That's been money. Lost a couple of baits already. Lost a couple of minnows. Right about here, the weed edge. One more look at this fish before we let it go. Yellow perch. Just gorgeous colors. And I'm not sure what this is on the tail. A few bumps. I'm gonna send it back. There it goes. There's a nice hole right there. Any fish in it? Stay in the zone. So far in this new lake that I found on Google Maps, launched a kayak, caught a decent bass, a decent yellow perch, and it's lunchtime. So I'm gonna eat here. Great view. Can't complain. Perch. Perch, 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 perch. Third fish of the day. Tie on a J9 looking lure. See if we can get another bass, a pike, or muskie to pounce. I don't know if there's pike or muskie in here. I've never been here. Never talked to anyone. Actually, this lake is not well known. You can only find it on the Google Maps. I picked the perch looking bait because we caught a few perch here, and seems like it's quite a lot of perch, so I'm gonna send out a perch pattern. See if we can get a bigger fish to pounce. Gotta go rescue my net. Mark the fish at 12 feet. Just came up to a new area. Gonna try it out. Things have been pretty quiet. Got a fish. And that's a very yellow pumpkin seed. Nice looking fish though. Beautiful colors. Another perch. I guess no surprise what's in here. This lake is loaded with little perch. Perch factory. Tiny bit of worm and a big perch. Unbelievable. It's the biggest perch of the day. Wow. On a tiny bit of worm. This fella is hungry. My gosh. Oh boy. Big perch. There's a look at that beautiful perch. And a tiny worm, no less. Not very healthy. That black spot disease is on this fish. And that tail, I don't know what's going on with that diseased fish. And oh my goodness. Underneath, over here as well. All that weird looking growth. I don't know what that is. Is that his lymph nodes? Okay. It's in its gills too. It's in its gills. This is some kind of weird growth on this fish. Must be some kind of parasite, or it has some kind of immunological disorder. Let's get a different look. Right in the gills. Some kind of weird lice, or I don't know what's going on with that. Gill lice? Maybe. Anyway, let's send it back. Beyond this point, a few steps this way, is actually a lake that I explored today. And I took my kayak out. We explored this lake, and the deepest point was about 20 feet deep. And it's over here, it's quite weedy and shallow. And so I ended up targeting bass and some panfish. Landed a decent bass. And also quite a lot of perch, and also a pretty fat pumpkin seed. The perch sizes overall were quite small, except for that one large one, which also coincidentally had some kind of disease on it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm just gonna pack up and go. Until next time, stay safe, and I hope to bring you more content in the not too distant future. Thanks for watching my 20th episode on YouTube, and take it easy.